Hello and welcome to Only Connect. Of all the great crime films, my favourite is The Usual Suspects. Don't worry, I won't spoil it. I think Kevin Spacey has already pretty much spoiled it for everyone anyway. Joining me tonight, two lovely teams that we met earlier in the series, back for more. They are on my right. Charles Godyn, a maths graduate who has crashed a barge on an Amsterdam canal. George Godyn, an accountant who once negotiated a Saudi Arabian scrap metal deal in Latin. And their captain, Alice Godyn, a classics graduate who was rejected for a job at a Wetherspoons. Alice is joined by her father and brother. They are the Godyn family. Alice, are you a bickery sort of family? How was the post-mortem after your first game?
It was actually really nice. Not to be like, we're an amazing family, but it was actually really nice, yeah. No bickering.
Good luck this evening. This time you are facing, on my left, Jill Taylor, an amateur stone carver who once entertained several members of the Polish Olympic gymnastics team at her house. Beverly Randall, a retired lecturer who got stuck on a Welsh hillside after a hang gliding attempt. And their captain, Chris Macklin, a school science technician who owns an extensive collection of rubber ducks. All enthusiastic knitters they are, the Woolgatherers. Chris, in your experience, where is the best place to do a quiz? In the pub, on Zoom or on television?
In the pub.
Which question from your first game do you think was the most fiendish?
Probably the music round.
Well, good luck to you two tonight. Godyn family, you won the toss and you'll be going first, so please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next. Is that to dessert? Oh, are these sins or something?
These are, I think, might be Islam.
Should I go for one more? Oh, do you want it? Have one?
Try another one.
Next.
Are grounds for divorce?
Are you confident?
Yes.
Grounds for divorce.
Is the right answer. In England, Wales and Northern Ireland, these are all grounds for seeking divorce. You didn't need the last clue. 2 years separation with consent, 5 years without consent. And what is adultery?
Cheating
We
on your
don't know.
partner?
We've never done it.
I'll tell you what it is. It is going to bed with a member of the opposite sex when you're married. Do you know that if you go to bed with somebody of the same sex, it doesn't count as adultery, even if you're married to someone of the same sex? It still doesn't. That's old school, isn't it? Desertion, that's if your partner's left without your agreement for more than 2 out of the last 2.5 years. Unreasonable behaviour. Well, I think all marriages have a bit of that in it, doesn't they? But too much of it and it's over. All grounds for divorce. Well done for 2 points. Woolgatherers, what would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
OK. What is the connection between these picture clues? Here's the first.
No idea, yeah.
Football team.
Yeah. Next, please.
I don't know.
Any idea?
No.
Next, please. It's not the Bridge at Avignon.
Avignon? Is it?
I have no idea, no idea. No. Next, please.
Float.
The old pont.
Villa. Pont could be.
Pontoon. Do they all begin or have pont in them?
I'm afraid they do not. So it's a bonus chance for you, Godyns.
We think they're all card games.
They are all card games. What are we looking at?
Pontoon and bridge.
And 2 other games.
And 2 other card games.
And 2 other games.
Pont is in pontoon. That's the last one. First picture is of Hearts, Heart of Midlothian, the football team.
Yep.
And the second picture is the German dance band Snap. Do you know our question editors, Mr. Whaley-Cohen and Mr. McGackie, they once wrote questions for a quiz show hosted by Ryland Clark Neal, of whom I'm an enormous fan. But the shtick was that the contestants had to swim out to a pontoon in the sea off Portugal to answer questions. And if they got them right, they got cash. And if they got them wrong, they were given stones to weigh them down on the swim back. But actually, most of the contestants required medical attention. It didn't get a second series. Well done, Godyn family. You get the bonus and your own choice. What is it?
Lion, please.
Lion. It's the music question. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next. Next. Okay, clubs. Any idea?
Singing?
Do you know who this is?
No.
Next.
That's My Generation by the Who.
I don't know. I said it's like a generation. She was saying generation. Generation.
Is the right answer. Well done. Did you recognise more than one clue?
1.5-ish. I think the second one was Rizzle Kicks, but I'm not certain.
It was Rizzlekick's Lost Generation. Well done. And you knew My Generation, The Who. First piece, the Welsh duo Johnny Boy with You Are the Generation That Bought More Shoes and You Get What You Deserve. Meaty title there. And third clue, Generation Sex by the Divine Comedy. Woolgatherers, what would you like?
I have Horace, please.
The Eye of Horus. What connects these clues? Here's the first.
Is this a word?
Mole.
Next, please.
Oh, that stick, the little character.
Next, please.
You need more?
No.
So it must be the start of a programme or something. So
Next, please.
this is the beginning of something. I don't know what it is. No.
Beginning of Lord of the Rings films.
And what excellent beginnings they would be. I see where you're coming from, but that's not it. Another bonus chance for you, Godyns.
Right. They are associated with the patron saints of the constituent nations of the UK.
At time of recording.
At time of recording.
They are the miracles of UK saints. Very well done. Who are those saints? Which miracles?
St George killed the dragon. St Andrew had an X-shaped cloud appearing. Right. Now, the walking stick I was associating with Joseph of Arimathea, so then I'm getting a bit...
Well, this is actually St Patrick. And he put his stick in the ground to convert some people to Christianity, and it took him so long that the stick grew roots. I mean, I think we've all sat through a few sermons like that, haven't we? It grew roots, and the flat ground formed hill, of course, St David. And he was giving a sermon, and the ground formed a hill so that they could see him better. Which one of the patron saints is the only one that was definitely from the country of which they are the patron saint?
Patrick.
Patrick was Welsh.
Well, Patrick was
George was
probably
Libyan.
Scottish.
All right,
But they
okay.
don't know for certain. St Andrew and St George probably never even visited Britain at all. St David, though, a proud Welshman.
Right, OK.
Well done for the bonus and your own question. What would you like?
Twisted Flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next. Can I remember the band about it? Construct. Is that something? Physics. Maths.
Keep going.
Next.
Oh, is this the
Easy.
What word you want to do? Are there synonyms for those words that would mean? Yeah,
Brave or not?
go for it.
Next. Hands. Maze. Oh,
Maze,
haze.
yes.
So one is maze.
Maze.
Maze and maze, they both mean the same thing. Synonyms of both of them mean the same thing.
Yeah.
See that?
Each other, yeah.
So synonyms of both the words are homophones.
Exactly so. What else could you say in place of those words?
So maze, maze.
For Corn Labyrinth. Band, poet.
Bard, bard.
Bard, bard.
Oh, well done, yeah.
Charged, construct.
Build, build.
Build. And Braver Rock. Do you know over there?
Boulder.
Boulder.
Oh, nice.
I'll give you some more to try. Masticates pick.
Choose.
Choose. Promotion total.
It's not some.
It's add.
Yeah.
Well spotted for the pairs of rhymes. Woolgatherers, you get the last question of the round, the water question. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
No. 4 down. 3 down. No.
Next, please.
Scene. New
Sorry?
scene. The arrows are the cardinal points indicating the word.
I'll let Beverly.
The arrows are the cardinal points indicating the words. So novel is new, perceived as seen.
Well done, Beverly, coming in after 2 clues. Your team leaps to 3 points from 0. Let's have a look at all the clues. What is being spelt out underneath darned?
Sown.
S-E-W-N, sown. You and I.
We.
West, east. The arrows point north, south, east or west to spell out a synonym. Very well done. That means at the end of round 1, the Woolgatherers have 3 points, the Godyn family have 6. Sequences time now. What comes forth in a sequence? And Godyn family will be going first again. What would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Jerusalem's quarters are Armenian, Jewish.
Okay, next.
Pensacola's flakes.
Is it Jerusalem's quarters have got 4?
Yeah,
Pensacola's got.
keep going.
Next.
Stoke-on-Trent's towns.
Is it 2? Is it 4, 3, 2, 1? Jerusalem quarters is 2 obvious.
Or maybe 3, so it's going to be, 1.
Or could it be 4, 5, 6?
I think... Yes, yeah, it's going to be 4, 5, 6.
So something with 7.
Something with
But
7.
does it
It's
need to be a-
dwarves.
Snow White's dwarves.
Well, I'll take it, but have a look at the clues that are there.
Yeah.
The geographic... the hills of Rome.
The hills of Rome would go more nicely and perfectly into the sequence because it does have a geographical flavour. What's going on?
So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's how many of each there are in those places?
Exactly so. Jerusalem divided into 4 quarters. Pensacola is known as the city of 5 flags. Stoke-on-Trent, uniquely for a British city, is actually a confederation of 6 towns. So we wanted 7 of something, ideally something geographical. For example, the hills of Rome. Well done. Back to you, Woolgatherers. What would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
Is it the number of people born this year that were called that, born last year that were called something like that?
I'm not sure. Next, please.
It's a percentage, so it's 1 in 3, 1 in 6.
So it's 1, 3, 1.
No.
50% Victoria.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. Godyn family, do you know?
50% equals Catherine.
That is the right answer, and why?
It's the percentage of Henry VIII's wives.
Exactly so. 50% of the wives of Henry VIII were called Catherine, 33.3 recurring were called Anne, 16.666 were called Jane, and he had no wives called Elizabeth or Chardonnay or Robert or many other examples. What would you like for your own question?
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next.
Right, the A30
Where does
goes
that go?
from London to Bath. And yeah, you keep
Next.
trying. Oh, junctions. Right. This could be a number 1, Charles. Right, or
Could
the
these be ages of someone?
right,
Could
the
be
angles.
numbers.
It might be the angles of the letter 0 M30.
Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, I don't know. Is it the year someone was born?
Because they're
Billy
in.
Boyles.
Right, you have to go for something.
F29,
For what reason?
because it's a letter and a number.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. Woolgatherers, your chance for a bonus point.
S31.
And why would that be?
Same reason as the letter and the number.
No. Now, you fell for the little trick about roads. They're like A roads and motorways and junctions, but no. They are months of the year. April has 30 days, May has 31, June has 30, July has 31. I simply wanted J31. Isn't that nasty? I'll ask you another question to save face. How many months have 28 days?
None.
3 quarters.
12.
All of them. They all have 28 days, and some of them have more. So nobody got that one. Woolgatherers, what would you like for your own question?
Lion, please.
Lion. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
It's
Sorry?
La. Yeah. Next, please. Strive. Next, please. That's EN. So it's LA.
Yeah.
Something EN. ST.
Not it, I'm afraid. And there is no alternative sequence that does that. So, Godyns, you have a bonus chance.
It's the letter E, or something that means the letter E.
It is not. Why do you say that?
Oh, no, it's N.
It's N.
It's N.
Oh,
It isn't. It isn't.
Neither.
It isn't. No, no. You were doing pretty well. There's just one clue you didn't quite get. The housemate's exclamation in It's a Sin, I think you know, is la. And the language code for English is N. Strive, we were thinking of the word vie. We are spelling out la vie en rose. We wanted something that stands for rose. Did you watch that series, It's a Sin?
Yes.
Oh, harrowing. I mean, harrowing. I was watching it and I was enjoying it, and then the last episode, and it got me for days. Anyway, back to the Godyn family for a choice.
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What would come forth in this picture sequence? Here's the first.
So then there's a peach and a beach. Also the T and beach. Next. Then just
Peach.
peach. Next. Is this a nursery rhyme? Each peach. Oh, so it's each peach, pear, plum? Is that a nursery rhyme? Each peach, pear, plum?
if you know that, then go for it.
Has anyone got another idea?
Yeah. No.
Plum.
It is a plum. What are we looking at?
Is this like a nursery rhyme or something? I just know those 4 words go together and I don't know why.
It's Each Peach, Pear, Plum. It's the
Yeah.
great book by Janet and Alan Ahlberg. So what do you think is happening at clue 1?
So it's a Venn diagram of saying what do the words beach and peach share, and that's each.
Exactly so. And plum would be 4th. Well done. Back to you, Woolgatherers, for the last question of the round, the water question. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
It's Cambridge,
Yes,
Inverness.
C-I.
So Cambridge, Inverness.
C-I. Next, please.
We're going
C-I-T-Y.
round in a circle.
C-I-T-Y.
You think?
So the city beginning with Y.
Yeovil. So, well,
Oh, no, I think we're doing...
you think you should have something in the west?
Oh, Y, yeah.
What's the city beginning with Y?
York.
Orc.
Is the right answer. And why is that?
They are cities missing their first letter, and they spell out the word city.
Exactly so. C for Cambridge, I for Inverness, T for Truro. We wanted Y for something. That something being York. Well done. That means at the end of round 2, the Woolgatherers have 5 points. The Godyn family have 11. Time now for the connecting wool, and it's the Woolgatherers to go first. So please choose lion or water.
Lion, please.
Lion, you have 2.5 minutes to solve your wall, starting now.
Oh, Hood is a Steve McQueen film.
We've got Children, Brooklyn Cruise, Romeo, Harper. It's probably another one. Turing has been on Banknotes, George Washington.
Alexander Hamilton. But is that musicals and cruise?
Anything else on?
Bergamo's and Tea, Wiltner's Carpets, The Verdict's a Film,
As is Hood.
as is Heard.
So let's get the verdict in Hood.
Verdict.
Cars, probably.
Cars.
Yes, Romeo.
Okay, Keith.
Those 3.
Keith Lemon, Keith.
Penelope Cruz, Penelope Lively, Penelope Keith. So we've got 3 Penelopes
And
there.
then we got the
And Penelope
Bergamo.
Wilson.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry.
Penelope.
Keith, Cruz, Lively, Wilton.
Okay, so we've got Keith Lemon, we've got Bergamo Lemon. Well, Keith's gone already, so.
Okay. So then we've got,
So we should go for Brooklyn.
yeah, Harper. No, there are no more others.
Harper,
Brooklyn, Harper,
Romeo.
Romeo. But no.
Hood?
Heard? Yeah.
No. Baritone's got bar in it. Tone.
Brook has got a river in it.
Brook.
Rome, drop it and you get Rome.
Anything else?
Bergamo is Italy as well.
I think, yes, it is. But with-
Bergamo,
yes.
Rome,
Okay.
Turin,
And, well, try any.
Carbro.
Well, it's not going to be Alexander Hamilton, is
No,
it?
no, so
The
the
verdict,
Harper,
Right.
Cars now.
And Hood.
I think to try. It might be.
Yeah, might be. Try.
We've got 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Baritone, so it might be Turin, Bergamo, Rome.
Lovely.
Right, 3 lives.
I think we've got.
We've got films because we've got Hard Cars, Verdict. Oh, maybe they're musicals because
Bridges. Brooklyn, George Washington.
Broadway.
Yes.
Well, so
Quick. Yeah.
We've solved the wall. That was a sudden twist near the end there. What about the connections? Keith, Cruz and so on?
they are all Penelopes.
They are all Penelopes. And the next group, starting Romeo.
If you drop letters, they are Italian town cities.
Exactly so. Bari was the one you got last. They are all Italian cities at the beginning. And the next group, Cars, Hud, Harper, The Verdict.
Films.
The films.
I need to hear something specific.
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen film.
Close. I'm afraid it's Paul Newman.
Of course it is.
They're Paul Newman films. And the last group, George Washington, Brooklyn, Broadway, Alexander Hamilton.
Bridges, but I'm not sure they are.
They are. They are all bridges in New York. Well done. I think my favourite moments in your wall were Italian cities at the beginning. Just try things. It's not going to be Alexander Hamilton, is it? Or possibly the Phantom Group, which was the Beckham's children, and you were guessing for another one. And, of course, if they'd had another child, it could be any of those things, couldn't it? It could be named any of those things. Very well done. You solved the wall and gave me 3 connections. That is a total of 7 points. Let's bring in their opponents now, give them the other wall and see how they get on. Godyn family, you have 2.5 minutes to solve your wall, starting now.
Right, we've got Spice Girls in here.
Yeah, sporty.
So, what, 4 out of 5, yeah.
So it's not that. Here's the other one. But these are all in girl bands, so maybe it's that. Foxes are a band. Got any other
Foxes.
bands in here?
Leicester Foxes, have we got any of those?
Saints.
Saints, Foxes, maybe. There might be some other teams in there.
Danny Cole, Cheryl Cole. I don't know.
Tom Cole. Not someone. All Saints.
All Saints, all...
One show, Sporty Spice, Ginger.
Danny Baker, Danny Boyle.
You got rum, gin, wine in amongst stuff. So Crumb's got rum, Ginger's got gin.
Ginger.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there another?
Port.
Port.
Oh,
But this, yeah.
that is harsh. Ox, right, we've got an ox in there. Have we got anything else?
Aging has got gin in it as well.
Oh, right,
So
try it.
take-
So try. No, you've got 2 gins in there. You've got gin in twice.
There we go.
That's it. Right, OK. So how many... So we've got any... Yeah, we haven't got any Spice Girls in there, have we?
There's only 3 left.
There's only
so
3.
it's not
Secret Garden.
that. Endless
is
Love,
it-
Secret Love, One Love, Baby Love.
Yeah, well done.
3 lives now.
Right, we're running out of time, so
Right.
we're going to be... I think we've got to...
You've got 30 seconds.
Shop.
Iron Fist.
Danny, Tom, Cheryl, these are all names.
They're all names, so I think probably...
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cheryl.
probably going to be Ginger, if anything.
You've solved the wall, perhaps by accident. Let's have a look for those connections. Aging, Crumb, Sporty, Twined.
Oh, they've all got alcoholic drinks in them.
Inside them, yeah.
Like me, they've all got alcoholic drinks inside them. Gin, rum, port and wine hiding there. And the next group, One, Endless, Baby and Secret.
They can all be followed by Love.
Yes, they can, and they make songs if you do that. And the next group, Ginger, Cheryl, Tom, Danny.
Ginger Rogers, Ginger... the only thing I can think of is Ginger Rogers, Danny Boyle, Danny
I can't
Baker.
give you long.
We're going to go with Baker.
It is Baker. You've overruled your father there, in this case rightly. Usually a terrible thing to do, but you're right. Ginger Baker, the great drummer, Cheryl Baker from Bucks Fizz, Tom Baker from Doctor Who, and the broadcaster, Danny Baker.
Football team.
And the last group, Posh, Iron, Saints, Foxes.
I think they're football teams.
Go on.
Yeah, they're football teams.
They are the football nicknames. Yes, some weird ones at the beginning, because it's just singular nouns. Posh, that's Peterborough United, and Iron, Scunthorpe United.
Scunthorpe, Saints are Southampton and Foxes are Leicester.
And Spice Girls was a fake group, not a real group. So, you did solve the wall, you found all the connections, and you get the bonus. That is a total of 10 points. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Woolgatherers have 12 points, the Godyn family have 21. So a bit of ground to make up for you Woolgatherers, but it can be done. Points can be lost as well as won in this round. Buzz with care. Fingers on the bells, please. I can tell you that the first group of disguised clues are all consecutive elements in the periodic table. Woolgatherers.
Chlorine and argon.
Well done. Woolgatherers.
Iron and cobalt.
Correct. Godyns.
Tin and antimony.
Correct. Woolgatherers.
Platinum gold.
Yes, it is. Next category, Dickens novels with one word changed to its opposite. Woolgatherers.
Big Dorrit.
Yes, it is. Woolgatherers.
Soft times.
Not it, I'm afraid. Godyns, do you know?
Easy times.
Easy times. There's a Y there. Next clue. Woolgatherers.
Oliver Stuck.
Not right, I'm afraid. Godyns.
Oliver Stink.
Yes, twist and stick. We need a present tense. Next clue. This one's ridiculous. It's our mutual enemy. That's it. It's the end of the round and the end of the quiz. And looking at the final scores, the winners with 24 points and still in the competition are the Godyn family. Very well done to you. Woolgatherers, you finished with 14, but that was a really good last round for you. I know you dropped a couple of points, but you did exactly the right thing. You came in, you gave it a go. A bit unlucky, but you fought to win. It's been really nice to meet you all. Thank you so much for playing. And thank you for watching. Before we go, I've had a lovely letter from Ron in Stourbridge. He says, "Dear Victoria, love the show so much. I was wondering if you could look over the 28 episodes in the series and make a best-of special." Well, we can't do that, Ron, because that show would be 14 hours long. It's all the best. Or do you think some bits aren't as good? You hateful little man. Good night.